Good evening, everyone. It is an incredible honor to stand here before you tonight at the Oscars. My name is Barron Trump, and today, I want to tell you about the most incredible woman in my life, my mother, Melania Trump. From a young age, I have lived in a world where everyone watches my family. People know my father, a businessman, a president. They talk about him, praise him, criticize him, debate about him. But few talk about my mother, the woman who always stood behind the scenes, quietly protecting and loving me in ways no one could truly understand. My mother is not just a former First Lady, not just a beautiful and elegant woman in front of the cameras. To me, she is the heart of our home. She is the one who holds my hand when I am anxious, the one who hugs me tightly when I feel small in this vast world. I remember my childhood, back when I didn't fully understand the pressures our family faced. All I knew was that whenever I struggled, my mother was there. When I took my first steps, she was the only one who patiently guided me, cheering me on no matter how many times I fell. When I learned to speak, she taught me my first words and instilled in me the values of kindness and compassion that I carry to this day. As I grew older, I began to realize that my life was not like other children's. My every move, every word could be scrutinized. But my mother never let me feel alone. When I became the subject of media attention, she was the first to defend me. She told me, "You don't have to prove anything to this world. What matters most is that you know who you are and that you live with a sincere heart." I remember so clearly the day my father won the presidency. While the world focused on political changes, my mother cared about one thing, making sure I still had a peaceful childhood. She made the decision to stay in New York with me instead of moving to the White House immediately, just so I could complete my school year without disruption. It was one of the many quiet sacrifices she made for me, and I know that behind every choice she made, there was an unconditional love for her son. My mother never taught me through long speeches, but through the way she lived. When she was criticized, she did not respond with anger but with grace and silence. When she was misunderstood, she did not justify herself, but allowed time to reveal the truth. She showed me that patience and kindness are more powerful than any words. One day, I asked her if she ever felt tired of always standing in the background, always protecting others without receiving much recognition. She simply smiled and said, "Being a mother is not about seeking praise. It's about love. And I have never been tired of loving you." There are moments in my life I will never forget, times when my mother's love was the quiet force that kept me strong. I remember a night when I couldn't sleep because the weight of the world felt too heavy. I was young, but I already knew what it meant to feel pressure. I remember my mother sitting beside me, running her fingers gently through my hair, whispering in her soft accent, "You are stronger than you know, my son. Don't let the noise of the world drown out the truth of who you are." She has always believed in me, even when I doubted myself. When I hesitated to step onto a public stage, fearing judgment, she was the one who reminded me that my worth is not determined by the opinions of others. When I struggled with my own dreams, wondering if I could ever carve out my own path separate from my family name, she was the one who told me, "You are not just your father's son. You are Barron. And that is enough." As I grew older, I came to realize something truly remarkable about my mother, her quiet strength. While my father is known for his strong voice and bold actions, my mother possesses a different kind of strength, one that does not demand attention but is deeply powerful. It is the strength of resilience, of endless patience, of unwavering love. I recall the times she would stay up late just to make sure I was asleep, the way she would check on me even when I insisted I was fine. And no matter how busy life got, no matter how demanding the world was, she always made time for me. Whether it was a simple conversation over breakfast or a quiet walk in the garden, she made sure I knew that I mattered. She has taught me that true strength is not about how loud you speak, but about how deeply you care. She has shown me that love does not need grand gestures, it is in the little things, the way she smoothed my hair when I was nervous, the way she squeezed my hand before I walked into a crowded room, the way she looked at me with absolute faith even when I doubted myself. Perhaps the world will always remember my mother as the First Lady of the United States, but to me, she is the First Lady of my heart. A woman both gentle and strong, quiet yet extraordinary, and the greatest blessing I have ever had in my life. Thank you, Mom, for keeping the fire alive in our home. For teaching me how to be a good person, to love, and to understand that my worth is not defined by what others say, but by who I choose to become. And now, I have a song that I want to dedicate to my mother. Please, everyone, join me in listening to this special tribute.
In the silence, love still speaks. Through the years, through joy and grief. Side by side, through rise and fall. A mother's love, the greatest of all.
When I was young, when I was small, you were the one who caught my falls. Through every storm, through every fight, you kept me safe, you held me tight.
I watched you grow, I saw you shine. Each step you took, this heart was mine. No need to prove, no need to hide. Just walk with love, I'm by your side. You are the first light in my life. Through every shadow, through every night. No matter where this road may lead, you will always have all of me. Not just a name the world may know, but the brightest love I'll ever hold. They only see a name, a face, but never see your quiet grace. The strength you give, the love you show, more than the world will ever know. You were my heart before the fame, before the world had known our name. Through every choice, through every mile, I gave my all just to see you smile. You are the first light in my life. Through every shadow, through every night. No matter where this road may lead, you will always have all of me. Not just a name the world may know, but the brightest love I'll ever hold. No crown, no title could ever compare to the love we've built, the moments we share. More than the world, more than the past, a mother's love